Okay, what's up, guys? Okay, what's up, guys? It's Cat. Okay, what's up, guys? It's Caddy Trades here. Highly requested. What's up, Kia? Can you go live with me? What does that even mean? Like, you want to come next to me? What's up, Vincent? New day for opportunities. There is only one opportunity I want, and that's to follow all of these and follow my risk management strategy, which I guess is in here. This is my reminder. I will read it when there's more people here, and I'm going to read it every day. What's up, Goosebumps? What's up, Sai? I'm good, guys. I literally feel like a, brand new person. I'm ready to lose. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to follow the model, which is what matters. How's everyone doing? Before we go over the plan, we'll wait for more people. What's up, Zach? How are you, brother? Live on YouTube? Do you use Tradeovate or X? I use TopStep just because there's a built-in trade copier. And if I ever want to go to the seconds chart, one of my entry models requires me to go on the seconds chart. So I can quickly navigate that. Oh, look at this beautiful price action, guys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great day. I can just quickly navigate the other charts. Doing good, new week, new opportunities. Yes, sir, new opportunities. As long as we don't focus on the money and we focus on the candles, I think I have that in my here. Okay, I think we have, yeah. What's up, Wang Jerry? So yeah, I just top step X. I just got 3. I was gonna get 5. Yeah, that's my brother. Um, I was gonna get 5 accounts, but I didn't want to, like, I think I should just get a payout on these and then use that money to get 2 more. I think that's the best plan because like the payout difference between 3 and 5. Well, I guess it is a pretty significant increase. You should listen to him. Yeah. Were you heartbroken, bro? It looks like we're gravitating towards these lows or the hourly fair value gap. I feel you, bro. Trust. Daily fair value gap is the drawn liquidity right now. Um. So how many people are here? 17. We'll wait a bit longer. We're pretty early, so before I go over the plan. These are my levels that are marked up. So I have the new day opening gap there, the new day opening gap here. And I know there's a new week opening gap here. I don't really care about that too much. And then obviously the daily BISI and the daily inversion, we could dig into that too, which overlaps with this new day opening gap. So that's the drawn liquidity for me, just based off this displacement alone. If we're gonna go higher, I feel like it would do that from there. So I do want to look at Nvidia. Nvidia's trading at 116, so just short of the daily fair value gap. I'm interested in buying, to be honest. So we didn't take out Asia highs, took out Asia lows, expanded, wick, equal lows right here. We have the daily bullish fair value gap. I'm not really interested in chasing these shorts unless they give me something nice. Like if we accumulate now, which I guess we are, like some sort of AMD. I don't mind trading AMD model. We'd have to come back into this range. We're kind of just staircasing down. Look at all this engineered liquidity. Let's look at the daily range so far. 125, okay. You looking for longs? Yeah, it kind of depends if we touch the daily bullish or value gap or not. I wouldn't long until we get here, I'll tell you that. Oh my god. Guys, look at the divergence. ES, NQ is like about to take previous day low, and ES is 25 points away. Did I not mark the NWAG? I didn't. Let me do that quickly. Thank you. I mean, I know it's up there. Oh, I did. I marked it as I got the wrong one. So, hmm. So wow, look at the SMT that's forming. It's literally like a huge SMT, guys. It's literally gonna look like this. Change contract? I don't trade with that. What's up, Nicole? What's up, Lena, Thea? Rays, watching the 12 lows for a bullish PD rate. Can I trade in 7? Nope, I don't trade before 7. What are those boxes? These are just Asia and London session. I got this little quick indicator just to quickly show me. The idea is just to quickly, like, it'll help me just a little bit quicker see if there's a daily profile in action. And this doesn't really look like a New York reversal to me, but because it's not so clear, like, it's not really a a London reversal. Because, like, I guess you would say, like, we go here, then you'd manipulate higher, which we never did. Rolled over? I don't know. I think that was Friday. I think Alev said Alev will always be in charge of that stuff, but I think it's on Friday. A discount on the economic calendar. If you trade with regular change contract at the end of this week, Friday. So the new contract is Friday. Yeah, it's the guys. It's always gonna be the third Friday of any given month. We're trading on No News Monday if it forms. What's up, DJ? What's up, Palu? You don't have to trade though. Don't let me persuade you. I might not put on a trade. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, 30 people in here. It's 9:17. What's up, DJ? What's up, Simon? No trade. I don't trade before. I was thinking about Asia session, but nah. Okay. So right now, my draw on liquidity is the new day opening gap here with the daily BISI taking out this low. We're gonna have a huge SMT. It's gonna look like this. So as of right now, I'm not interested in chasing these shorts. Um, I am kind of bullish looking at Asia highs. It is Monday with no news, so I'm not gonna force any large range expansion type trade. If we do get a nice AMD setup right here, being this close to the new day opening gap and the daily bullish fair value gap, I'll probably take that short if we get a clean setup that meets my AMD model. If not, then we're just going to simply watch, see how price reacts over here. And if we get something around 10 a.m. silver bullet, just to target low-hanging fruit. I mean, we engineered all this liquidity. Asia highs are intact, relative equal highs with London. That's a pretty good draw. It's just that we have no news, so we'll see how this goes. Right now, our main focus is over here. You guys took the Asia highs? Yes. See, like that's why I have this little indicator. Just simply gray box and blue box. Very simple. And it just shows easily. Okay, before we start trading, we gotta read this. And I'm gonna do this every single day. You do not have to put on a trade. No trade is a win. You gotta remember that. You don't have to trade. No trading is a win. You get to learn for free. Do not feel entitled to being correct. This is something I'm guilty of because what happens is I'm able to predict what happens and I get this surge of like confidence and entitlement to being actually right about the trade then. Because I think price is gonna go here, then it's gonna do this, then it's gonna do this. Which is all great when it happens and I feel great. That does not mean that this trade I'm gonna take right now is gonna work out. So that matters. Risk management will carry you. I have fully developed my risk management plan, so we won't be changing anything in my model or anything in my risk management plan for like 30 days. 20 trades around there. Patience. I need to stop. This one section right here is solved by one simple rule that I added, and if there's no fair value gap created or inversion fair value gap, then no trade. And I have specific requirements for that too. Losses are opportunities to improve. Don't let them be more. When I lose, I cannot feel entitled to making it back. Just learn from the loss. Don't let it be more than that. And of course, the last thing is do not focus on the money, focus on the candles. Because when you start thinking, oh, if I trade this much or risk this much, I'm going to be this close to passing or I need to make that. Just do what's right, you know? Manage your risk and make the best decisions you can possibly make based on the information you're given. That's what's going to lead to more money. But if you focus on the money, you say, okay, 10 points is this much money, let me take a profit here or whatever, that's not good habits. So, with all of that being said, hopefully we can follow the, why did I bring this up? Can follow all those rules. I've already set up my journal, so we don't need to do that. It's 9:20. So like I said, I would not mind if we continue to consolidate and we get a manipulation up and then a displacement back into the range. I would not mind shorting towards new day opening gap where I'd probably take a partial and then maybe leave my other runner for the daily BISI highs, the daily BISI high, which is previous day low. So if that specific model forms, which is my AMD model, then I will take that. If that's not gonna form very nicely or clean with like a clean manipulation and a clean distribution lower, and then we can enter on a fair value gap or the breaker, then I won't be trading that at all. And we'll simply be waiting to see what happens at this price range. It might not even get there, but we'll see. I think it's gonna get there. We'll see what happens at this price range during the macro. Exactly. During the macro, and then yeah. So that's what we'll see. Why every quarter have to trade on a different contract? Why not just trade the NQ1? You can trade the NQ1. It doesn't matter. I trade the NQ1. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. I don't think ES will go to the daily. It's too much. I mean, it's. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying if NQ just keeps on going, while ES just taps in. Possible. That's a lot of movement, though. We just engineer all this liquidity. It's possible. So our risk management plan, if anyone's watching, we're gonna risk 200 on the first trade of the day. If we win, we're done. If we lose, we will risk 100 on the second trade if we decide to take a second trade. With that being said, if we do take the first trade and we take a partial, like a partial early on because we think it might reverse and hit our stop and then go lower, so the same idea. Like, you know, the ones where like it goes in your favor and you're like, hold on, I think this is gonna come stop me. Like, you're gonna be liquidity and then it's gonna go in your direction. So when I can identify that, usually I'll take a partial or I'll close or I'll break even. If that happens, then I allow myself one more trade. So the same idea, assuming, and I can only risk the profits though, that's the thing. I can only risk the profits. So if I do that and I lose, then we have to risk 100. If I do that and I win, I have to risk the profits. So basically, I have one trade to execute, and the second trade is a small opportunity to break even on the day. Daily power 3, yeah, I'm looking at that as well. Like, this looks like a New York reversal, but it's hard to say. It's Monday with no news. If today was any other day, I would feel a lot better about the price action right now. Yes, fresh accounts. So right here, 3 accounts. We'll be trading them. Oh, speaking of, let me log into one of my combines, and then I'll be trading on one of my combines here. This one has 50.8 or something like that, and I'll be trading on that over here. But just know that I'll be trading on my top step on the other monitor, just because I like to chart here. So 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 we got the game plan, and also I'm gonna start trying to. Do you copy trade all three accounts? Yes, I do. What's up? Did you know game? What's up, Matt? What's up, Rice? Asia London consolidation. Yes, I'm expecting this to be a New York reversal. But that's the thing. It's a Monday with no news. Really, you don't really want to be expecting anything. That's why I like trading my AMD model on Monday. That's my favorite model to trade on Monday. And I guess you can play it both ways here because if we do manipulate up, then I'm happy to take a short towards the opening gap in daily BISI. But if we manipulate down into this area, well, then we can get a potentially really nice expansion. What do you use for copy trading? I just use TopStep X. It's automatic, so you click settings, copy trading, select the accounts you want to copy trade, and then it says leader account. So whatever you do here, it'll automatically put it on the other ones for you. So that's what I like about it. And then they give you the 15-second chart and the 5-second chart, which I like. And then if you want, I don't know who trades with this, but you can get like this stuff with 3 if that's what you prefer. So that's why I went with TopStep X. Oh, and they also give you your stats. So they kind of like perform all your stats, which show your profit factor and your this stuff, your best days. And I kind of want to see those stats. You get this calendar that everyone always shows. So that's why I went with TopStep X. I think it's pretty cool. Nope, I would not consider that a balanced price range. This area right here is a balanced price range because we opened up, we went up, and then we closed here. And then here we opened, went low. So if I show you on the 15-minute time frame, it'll make sense. See this area? Balanced price range. Because we had we went down, took out the low, went up, came all the way back through, and then all the way back up. So this area is a balanced price range. Over here, it's not balanced. You can see in the 15-minute chart, it makes sense as well. 3 times 50Ks? Yes. 3 times 50Ks. What's up, Sarvan? Karipan, we're here with Chase. Nope. So the only thing I'm looking for, if I'm gonna get an early trade right now, is an AMD model. I don't think we'll get a deep retracement. If we do just start going up, yeah, it's not gonna be clean. 180p looks like 360p. What looks like 360p? The stream? Is it bad quality? I'm looking for an AMD model. What's up, Finn? That stream's good. It's fine for me. I think you just gotta put up the quality, brother. Appreciate you. I'm looking for simply an AMD. I have like I have like 6 or 7 trading models, and one of them is AMD. My criteria is the pre-market accumulation. I need to have a clear drawn liquidity, which is this new day opening gap or a daily BISI high, and a clear manipulation and a clear displacement back into the range. It shouldn't like take the high and then wait around a bit. No. That won't qualify my AMD model. Why don't you just buy a 150K account? I don't know. Isn't 50? I think 50K is the easiest one to pass based on the ratio. And I don't know. I like having 350Ks. All right, so it's about to be 9:30. A lot of people mark their accumulation at 9:30. I don't. I mark it at 9. It just makes more sense to me because we're consolidating around the 9 a.m. candle. So at 9:30 hit. So ES is doing what we wanted. So that's a clear manipulation, right? I mean, we don't know if it's manipulation yet. It all depends if we get distribution back. But so far, what's the difference between NAS 100 US 100? Should we be trading this? Nope, there's no real main difference. It's up to you. You can trade it if you want. Okay, and you can see we already tapped into the new day opening gap. And obviously there's just simply no trade here for us now. We didn't really get a high manipulation. So It's just the risk to profit ratio is the best with 50K. Because so you have, think about it, you have 2,000 drawdown to make 3,000. So how much percentage is that? It's 1.5, right? The other ones are a little bit less. The other one is 3,000 to 6,000. So you have to make the other ones. You have to make 200%, right? You have to double. So you have 3,000. You have to make double. The other one you don't have to make double. You have to make only 66%, right? You don't have to make 100%. You have to make 66 from the original. So slightly easier. You can use option directions. Yep, I see. Yeah, and you do have more drawdown, but it all rates on percentages, right? Like you have more drawdown, but if you're just gonna risk the same percentage, then depends. But if you want to risk what you'd risk on a 50K on a 100K, then okay, then that makes sense. You know, like you want to risk 5%, but you still want to be making like some type of significancy. Are we gonna long today? Maybe. There's the daily bullish fair value gap. So I had this manipulation down. So potential model I'm looking at here is an AMD. I'm gonna mark out this 15-minute imbalance. YM's at all-time high. Where is NVIDIA? I need to see if NVIDIA comes here. No, you can go lower. Okay. Yep, yes, just trading up. So we're simply gonna wait. This is a 15-minute imbalance inside the daily. Let's see if we can get into there. Now, unless we expand a breaker here above 9 a.m., I wouldn't expect a reversal for this AMD model. So I would abandon this AMD model, and I'm probably going to be looking at something like a 10 a.m. silver bullet paired with a daily power of 3. I don't know how we'll react here though. Like we'd have to tap into this fair value gap and then aggressively displace back up. Okay, so right off the open, right, we had this little wick manipulation above 9 a.m. and then we reached the two levels we were expecting, and then we marked out this 15-minute imbalance right here, and we took out this low, and we just made it into that imbalance. So I'm gonna see if we potentially use this imbalance and the daily fair value gap right here as a potential daily power of 3 entry model. So we'd have to aggressively displace now, and we have a smart money reversal here. We could have one more leg, right? One more thing we'll do is we'll mark out consequent encroachment of the that was fast. Consequent encroachment of the daily fair value gap. I'm gonna be mostly looking for a macro entry. And then let's go back and mark out the 15-minute inside. I like to always transpose to the 15-minute. So we rated this low here. We don't need to mark that. Okay, ES is slightly catching up now, so that's good. Yeah, SMG for him. Love from India. Appreciate you, brother. Love you too, man. YM's at all-time high. Look at, yes. Keep dumping. I just need to decide when to buy. Like, when is it low enough? You know? A lot of the times we fill the imbalances fully. I noticed that. Like, see, we just fully have the imbalances filled up. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait for it to fully. Maybe we can get it at like a 109 or something. So just waiting. Just waiting. I need to be patient. Elite Trader funding? Oh, crazy promo. 1 day pass. What's their promo code saying? Lev's giving out the codes. Get your promos. Get your promos. So we're filling up this full 15-minute imbalance. I'd want to see if we could potentially reject off the low of that imbalance. Yes, took out London lows, which is good, and we're going to be taking out these lows. There's no 15-minute imbalance there. There is a 1 hour balance here that we've already filled up, and the 1 hour volume imbalance. Yeah, so I'm really focused on this 15-minute, really. We've taken out pretty much all the sell side here, all the minor sell side on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, there is an SMT there. There's also, there's a huge SMT. Oh, RTH gap. We need to mark that up. So this is where we opened. That's your opening range gap low. Your opening range gap high. That's a huge opening range gap. And let's mark out 50%. That's a potential objective. Set another alert for NVIDIA. It's not right here. All right, let's see. 930 opening range? Yes. Opening range or opening range gap? Two different things. Okay, so let's see if we get a smart money reversal here. I wouldn't be entering on that. I'd most likely be waiting till 950 or 10. I like all the levels here that are converging. You can see we have the daily, the new week opening gap, the org low, which we haven't even filled in, any part of the org yet. I want to see us trade above the daily bullish fair value gap. So if we created a 3-minute, yeah, basically I want to see this inverse on the 5-minute. So we really need to see a pretty significant displacement higher. I'm not going to look to take the smart money reversal because we could have one more leg lower. Check the equal lows Newswick with ES. Which one is that? Wait for CSD. Yeah, so exactly. If I'm going to trade the smart money reversal, I need a market structure shift or a change in state delivery, which we're not going to get here. So no trading the smart money reversal. That's a part of my MMXM model rule. So if I'm going to trade the smart money reversal, I need to see either a change in the state or a market structure shift. I don't count this as a change in the state. And you want the time frames to align. So even if we have a 1-minute inversion, I don't really care because I don't want to short, I don't want to long when there's a 5-minute fair value gap up there. If we get 1 wick higher, we get a balanced price range. Depends how this. That's not how it works necessarily. The way it would work is like it depends how we deliver through this fair value gap. If it's like down and all the way up, yes, you can see the balanced price range. If it's down and then we don't create any efficiency, like for example right here, no inefficiencies here, right? This is all balanced. There's an inefficiency here though, so we'll see. So ES took out those lows, displaced it back into the range. I like that. I think we'll probably come back and put a low for that candle. 10 minutes till the macro, so we could potentially see a nice long here. But I need to remember my rule. Do not feel entitled to being correct. So there's a 1-minute fair value gap there. I think we just formed the 5-minute, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we formed the 5-minute. We'd basically be using the org low as support if it kind of came up there, you know? That's kind of what we're looking for. If you mark out the manipulation, you have -1, like -0.5. Yeah, it's just such a significant manipulation. So what I like to do is then I mark out the consolidation instead. Everything prior to 9 a.m. is what I mark out. And then you can see -3, -2.5 org high is not bad. 12 slows getting attacked. Maybe. Possible. I personally wouldn't say so, but it could. Just because of one, the SMT, two, the daily power of three, the equal highs up here. Shorts have been profitable the entire day pretty much um, after London. So I feel like we probably want to attack some of those buy stops. They could just keep setting it down lower, but I feel like they don't want to attack. 1 hour OTE, fake market maker sell model. Like you were saying, you think, like, I get people will say this is a sell model, but it's just an OTE of this range. I can understand that. That's pretty interesting. So we just put in a low for that candle. So let's see. If we were to take this fair value gap, what would happen? I don't like it because ES doesn't even look like it's going to go anywhere. Now, if we get a market structure shift here, that would also be inverting. There's just no way I can go long in this, yeah? This could be your smart money reversal, though. I'd want to see us respect this wick. Yep, might have to wait for the 5-minute inversion or just simply the close above. I'd want to see us first things first, respect that wick. If this is going to be a buy model, you want to start seeing discounted rates get respected. That's your first sign. We respected this fair value gap. We respected this wick. Can we get a market structure shift over there? That's order flow, right? Bullish order flow. I don't like it when people say like when there's a lot of up candles, I just follow the trend. What? No, order flow is either respecting discounted raise or disrespecting premium array. So if we inverse this, right, we're disrespecting this. I mean, technically this is, I mean, in this range, it's a premium, but you get what I'm saying, right? Disrespect the bearish PD race and respect the bullish PD race. That's order flow. So I want to see us respect this wick. We respected this volume imbalance and fair value gap. We had an inversion over here. Now I want to see, do we get a market structure shift? Or just a retracement? It did macro. It's 9:43. So a little bit early for me. But if we get something at like 9:45 going into the macro, I wouldn't mind. But let's see. We might wait till 10. If we get the market structure shift fair value gap, I wouldn't mind. We left these relative equal lows. I think we'll have to be patient just because the 5-minute, like it depends how we move into this 5-minute, right? If we go in with a solid close, so we close like significantly above this high, we get a bullish fair value gap, then I'm happy to go long inside this 5-minute. But if we just like take this high, because this is the 5-minute fair value gap high, right? This high right here. So depends how we react, you know? I want to see like if we show that we're gonna destroy it, then I'll take it. So far, it does not look like we're gonna destroy it because we slowed down. We're just staircasing. This looks like it might give us another leg short off OTE. Well, let's see. I'd want to see this inverse. And if we get a clean, so right here, we took out the high. If we get a clean fair value gap right now, we're trading above the daily BISI high. Ooh, that would be a nice fair value gap entry. I need to see it form now. If not, then yeah, see, like that's no. Unless this candle can reverse and close higher, we're not interested. We have 5-minute volume imbalance right there. See, no, I don't like it. It's not good. It's not good enough. Now it could play out. It could tap into that little. Oh, speaking of, where's the first fair value gap? It's right here, right? So I guess in all of this hindsight, if we can inverse this fair value gap, just make it simple for us, I'll probably go long. I'll go long off this inversion. Yeah. You want the 5-minute to get inversed? If we get a bullish fair value gap through here, yeah, you can wait for the 5-minute. That's clean. Let's wait for the macro and see what happens, actually. Long's looking good, yeah. More money reversal, and then here we'll get a stage 1, maybe delivery, which is what we're looking for. Potentially lines up with the macro. Could be nice. The 15-minute close pretty bearish. We're wicking in the 5-minute so far. We tapped the daily bullish fair value gap high. Now what you'd want to see is you want to see it close above, right? Close above the daily bullish. So right now, look what it's looking like, right? We can't get above this daily bullish fair value gap. We're trading below it. If we can get above it, and then every time we touch it, I want to see it respect, you know? So what I want to see here is a significant confirmation. So we already kind of inversed this fair value gap. Not really. We didn't get a nice closure above, but we've created a bullish fair value gap. We inversed this little one, respected the consequent encroachment of this wick. So we're kind of respecting these discount arrays, but still no clean displacement above, which I don't like. For example, the 5-minute, we're just simply wicking. So I wanted to see that inverse, right? I want to see the closure above the daily bullish fair value gap high. That would signify that it looks like we're probably going to respect the daily bullish fair value gap high. Right now we're trading decent amount of points lower. So we can wait for the macro, see if the macro delivers something. And if not, we can wait for a silver bullet and look for a 10 a.m. power of 3 kind of concept. So we can, right? And our drawn liquidity being the org low, consequent encroachment, and then just kind of overlap with the high and that's kind of what we're looking for. And then also like London highs. And if we get up into there, that's these relative equal highs there. So that's kind of what we're looking for right now. Org's opening range gap. If you click RTH, you'll see this huge gap. That's org. That gap gets filled usually. So let's see. So here now, this is a good signature. The fact that we came down and now we're going back up. This is our first stage distribution. The smart money reversal, first stage distribution. If we get a closure above this fair value gap, I'm gonna probably take this long. 2 minutes from the macro. So literally next candle inverses, and then that'll be 9:49. 9:50 candle taps in, and then 10 a.m. candle goes. On the 1 hour time, FEG banner is signed for a bearish move, still new to trading. You're right. So that's a potential for starters. That's right. If it was me, I'd be using that as a bullish drawn liquidity. But it depends on your bias and context, because that's what it really depends. I mean, every time you go to another time frame, you'll see another fair value gap, which is why you want to have the context already built in play. So right now, I usually use the daily. I like marking daily levels. Yeah, immediate rebalance right there. I think we can get the inversion here. I like these candlestick colors, can't lie. So like I said, 9:49 candle inverses, 9:50 candle taps in. And if it taps in, I'll probably take it. Stop loss would have to cover that order block. And we could aim for the opening range gap high. We need to get the closure though. We need to get the closure. I might wait for a bullish fair value gap there. Yeah. So I called 9:51 candle tapping in. It actually did not tap in. I'm going to wait for the fair value gap, and we'll try and take this fair value gap, I think. Stop loss would have to be covered at the order block low. Our target's opening range gap high. I mean, we can go for consequent encroachment. Or we can go for the new week opening gap. So I'm going to have to trade 2 micros on this one because, see, 3 micros is 2. I mean, this is my combine, so don't let this one fool you. I don't need to trade any specific rules on this one. All right, let's put in the order. So we just got a fill. 2 micro. Wait, I didn't get a fill actually on my account. Okay, I had to give myself a shitty fill because I didn't get filled on the inversion, but so stops at the right. So we're gonna be risking, like I said, 9:50 candle marks takes the inversion. I like this. Let's see. So we're risking just under 200, 200 max. So I'm not gonna risk 200 on the trade. And for targets, I'm looking at new week opening gap low. I think we can get some pretty high targets on this one. I also want to carefully watch out this 930. 930 high here. So that's your smart money reversal, first stage distribution. So the idea of this entry was a market maker model. I want to see, can we get past this 5 minute now? It looks pretty good. We do have a 5 minute over there. We could probably reduce our stop just a little. Doesn't need to be that low, really. We can get away with like 19,371. So just 2 micros on the combine. ES inverse, yeah, we could get a retracement. I mean, technically stop loss, it should be. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put it here. I told myself I'll put it at the order block low. So if I enter on a fair value gap, it needs to cover the order block. And that's also the mitigation there. So maybe it's not the best stop. Like maybe we could have went with more, like 3 micros. But I don't really see a clear stop. Maybe 11. I mean, I could have put it here, the inversion low and this fair value gap low. And then it'll also cover that wick. So this could have been a good stop loss actually. And in which case, you know, I mean, I can still put my stop loss there. It would cover the 3 minute fair value gap, the inversion, just not this little order block here. But we already tapped in. We use that wick. It's still valid. I think we can put our stop loss there. This is a good one, right? You don't think this one makes sense? Yeah, I mean, my model says to put it at the order block low. If an order block forms below the fair value gap. Yeah, price can go back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I mean, there's a 3 minute imbalance here. So I'm going to look to take one off here. Not on my funded because it's not 2R. But, I mean, I'm going to take one off there. One tick below. This is this is another combine. Yeah, I don't want bad risk to reward. Yeah, see, now I'm thinking about the money. I'm literally thinking about the money. It makes sense to take one off there. On all accounts, it makes sense. But the risk to reward is not good. So did I take a bad trade? I want to see us get through this fair value gap here. Yeah, see now things are getting like thickle for me. Thickle. Things are getting thickle. Closure above the new day opening gap. Check ES. Yeah, ES already took the high, so that's the thing. I guess the sell limit there doesn't really make sense. Let's just see how price goes, and if anything, we can. No, I mean I'll take one off there on this account. $15 minute. I mean, yeah, it looks really good, right? Like, is that what you're trying to say? Yes, looks like it's going. I think we're in a good trade here. Yeah, first partial must be 2R. But that's the thing, like if I'm in a trade and it doesn't look like 2R is gonna be reached, so then what? I just like take the L, for example. Like I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Need to figure something out, there. It doesn't look what you feel. True. Let me think about that. Yeah, I mean, you know what? You're right. If you ask me, I do think this is gonna go higher. But another thing is, if you ask me, let me cancel this. Sorry. If you ask me, like, there's a couple things. Like, for example, stop loss needs to be there. 2R in this case would be. Like, I would probably take it at the org Z and just qualify that. Yep, that's pretty much the idea. In the high type, does it make sense to go lower now? I mean, 5 minute. We'll take one off at org CE. That's our 2R. 1947. You're right. I guess, Elev, you know what you're right about is, you know what? I'll tell you what I was thinking at the time. Like, what I was thinking was, yeah, three. If you want to get 3R, don't let me stop you, bro. 1 to 3R is amazing, bro. Yeah, I think this is gonna go, to be honest. But like, I'll tell you what I was thinking, lads. Like, we take out this high. I can see us just being choppy, you know, like not necessarily expanding. Could reduce my stop here. Like that's the thing, you know, like But that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm in a trade, so what do I do in that situation? Like I believe we're gonna expand. Do I think I can get stopped out? I mean, it would be pretty significant for price to come all the way down here. It really should not come all the way back down there. Now that we've already expanded so hard. So let's hold on to this one. Nice long catch. Well, I didn't catch anything yet. Not yet. All low resistance liquidity. 19472. Let's just see. You know, we don't got much to. We should focus on the candles. So what do I think the candle? We gotta remember this. Look, do not focus on money. Focus on the candle. I don't even have the money open. I need to like just remove the money thing and just look at the candles and do what I think is best. So what do I think is gonna happen? I think there's a good chance we come into org partnership. What the hell did I just say? Org consequent encroachment. Um, check the 15-minute time frame. We did take out London highs on ES. That is something to consider for sure. Or consequent encroachment's right there. 200 ticks? I don't know. We did tap into an hourly there. Consequent, yeah. I'm gonna take one off here. I'm gonna take one off because we have SMT at London highs, and there's an hourly that we slowed down at. I'm taking one off. I'm taking one off. And the other one, we'll let it go. If it runs high, we'll let it go all the way. That's it. I think that's the W trade management. We took one off. Now I believe we're pretty much risk-free on this trade, and I'm going to aim for a pretty significant price run, right? We'll keep the stop loss there. Yep, we have the inversion here. So we're going to keep the stop loss here, and I'll show you guys the funded. So we took one off there simply because it was rejecting the hourly SMT at London highs. I do want to see these highs get taken, so we'll let it run. And if we can get that, that'll be a significant trade. But it's also Monday, no news. I'm going to be a little bit cautious. Right now, my stop loss is here. I want my stop loss to cover the 5-minute fair value gap. So we're going to go with right here, below 50% of this wick. And we're going to let this one go. The reason we're going to let this one go is to, I don't know. If the idea is right, I think it's going to go. If the idea is not right, we should see some choppiness or consolidation around now. Does that make sense? Our final TP will be. Yep, FOMC press is Wednesday as well. You're right. So let's see how good our runner can do. And you know what? Like if we were able to take 3 contracts, it would have made a difference. This is your second stage, right? So smart money reversal. So a couple of things with this model, right? We have like this is a good entry model for me because we have the daily power of 3 on our side, right? We have an AMD setup right at 930, and we have the smart money reversal market maker buy model. So what does that mean? Smart money reversal, first stage accumulation, second stage accumulation. So this is your low risk. Well, technically, so your smart money reversal, sorry, this is your low risk buy. This is your first stage. Check 5 minute. We tapped into the 5 minute, right? Yep. Yep. Org low, respected. And we're going to take one more off here, and then we'll let the runners go for this account. And for this account, we're going to let this go as well. We can't really reduce the stop yet because there's a 5 minute here. I mean, we can get away with a stop loss. Like, you want to see that 5 minute fully rebalance. Like, what I'll probably do is if I see like something really significant that says lower, like we have a bearish breaker or something and displacement, I'll probably just break even or close. I don't want to break even just yet. What is this? This should be 3. Hourly candle close bullish. I mean, bearish, but yeah, there's a long ass wick. You know what sucks though, guys? Like, I need to perform like this. That's your mental error. You're gonna break even. That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't really displace lower. I mean, it is 10 a.m. So we're looking for a 10 a.m. low, right? The 10 a.m. low shouldn't be this deep. So if I'm trying to read these candles, yeah, you're right. You're right. The body closed back in. So that's your 10 a.m. low. I do think we'll probably trade below here. There's an order block here, right? There is a 5 minute fair value gap, right? ES hasn't tapped into the 5 minute. It's about to. Could even add one here, to be honest. The midpoint of the inversion, this inversion, yeah. Oh, the 5 minute inversion, it could go there. Our top is 19371. It's covering 50% of this wick. It shouldn't go that low. It's hard to put a significant stop here because I can see us, like, for example, taking this low, filling up the rest of this imbalance, tapping into the 5 minute. So we have to save some space. Literally, we just took that low. So now we have a significant low. Protect the capital. Protect the capital, but also focus on the candles and do what's right. Right? I don't know. Trading's hard. I think we're in a good trade here. Maybe the other time frames have something a little bit more clear, like the 3 minute fair value gap. Like, you wouldn't want to see that 3 minute inverse, which it doesn't look like it will. So yeah, I'm happy with my stop here, to be honest. I'm gonna leave my stop here. You're managing it well? Yeah, me too. I think so too. That's a really nice freaking close. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Honestly, if we get a bullish breaker, I might look to add one. That's your 10 a.m. silver bullet entry. I'd only be adding one because I already TP'd one. Does that make sense? But let's see. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not that good at pyramiding, to be honest. But like, I do think we can get a nice 10 a.m. candle here. It's also no news Monday. I need to remember this, right? Do not feel entitled to be incorrect. It's deadass no news Monday. This is already more than enough I would have expected for no news Monday. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. The SMT above is scary. To me, it's not that scary. It's more how we reacted off this hourly paired with the SMT. Like, I was kind of expecting we were gonna blow right through, but we have to offer fair value, right? Like, we didn't really have much finishing. Anyone who chilled stops there got stopped out. If we get a breaker here, my stop loss is going to this low. That's when I'll break even. Because now that we swept liquidity and displaced up, showing willingness to go higher, I will break even this trade. But we have to break above. I mean, either or. I wouldn't want to see this wick, right? I don't want to see that wick get taken. We'd have to get the breaker. I'm happy to break even because another thing is, yeah, I'm going to break even here. I'm trusting myself. So we're officially break even on this trade. Actually, Wait, why am I not break even on this account, but I am here? Did I get a better fill here? I got fill with 19,404. Wow, I got 7 points better fill here. Oh. But I used a limit order. Whatever. The reason I'm break even is because I don't want to see price come down here. That's pretty much it, you know. I'm happy with the break even there. We put in a significant wick and displaced up. If we're gonna come back here and take out this wick, I'll maybe re-enter off this 5-minute fair value gap. I want to see this inverse on ES. So org low. We haven't even got org 50% yet. Right? Thank you, Ray. I'm really trying to work on that. Honestly, trade management goes a really long way. Sometimes you can get like a really good, like sometimes you know there's a good chance it's gonna like have a deep reversal or deep retracement, or sometimes you know you're wrong. And if you can catch that and you just like take a partial off or like, you know, take off your risk. But then there's times you don't want to do that, you know? So you really need to know. I mean, in fact, it's a small difference, but we might as well put our stop loss here. Because, I mean, the low and here. So just chill. I mean, yeah, we're chilling. Now we're just waiting and seeing, is there a 10-minute fair value gap forming? I like looking at the 10 minutes. So 10-minute immediate rebalance. Yeah, there's literally no, dude, this stop loss is very safe in my opinion. This is a 10-minute balanced price range. It really should not come back here. The low of the balanced price range is right there. So like, yeah, I really don't think it'll come back lower. I think we can catch a nice run, and first trade on the combine will be good. The only downside being, so we risked one like 40 on this trade because there was no in between. So this was the original entry. So can we target previous day high? Sure. I'm targeting London highs as a final. I think Asia highs as a final, but we'll see how, you know, like it depends on the time. Like I'm probably going to be looking to close majority, if not all, around 11. So maybe 10:50, 10:40, depends where we are. ES going higher. Nas has a little big body candle forming right now. The macro is almost over. But as you can see, this trade I took, see like my stop loss and what am I moving right now? What is this? I had to take 3 micros because my fill was 19,410. I could have taken, dude, what do I keep moving? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, so I want to see 50% of this wick get respected. Oh, we're gonna get an SMT at this wick. If we get an SMT at this wick, I'll look to re-enter Silver Bullet. But I can only risk the profits. So I'd have to take 1 micro. It could be. It could go down there. You never know. You know, we're rejecting off the hourly. It's 10 a.m. It's possible. Do I think it's gonna happen? Probably not. You know, I don't even want to see us spend too much time in this wick. If we can close above the low. We formed a bearish fair value gap. We failed to take that high. So either we get a deep, like what I think now is we get a pull lower, right? Same thing, trapping people short, acting as this is resistance. Anyone who goes short is trapped. Same kind of idea. So we're break even though. But yeah, so we in this order block, like I feel like we leave these relative equal highs, right? Can I get in now? I mean, right now, like the second. I don't know about the second. You could look for your silver bullet, which kind of already formed. Not really. So silver bullet is ideally you're waiting for a very clear drawn liquidity. That's what a silver bullet is. A really clear, easy target in an already determined context. Because usually by 10 a.m., if price is going to move, there should be enough information or context to see where it's going to go to. Then you simply wait for a fair value gap to form in that direction. So let's say you're just really bullish, right? You're just really bullish because you see like, oh, we manipulated, we're going, it's a buy model, whatever. I think price is going to go to the order consequent encroachment. As soon as it forms a fair value gap, you just take that one and you aim for the lowest hanging. That's silver. That's basically 10:15 to 10:30. Yeah. That's usually where your first stage or second stage will happen because sometimes 10 has the reversal. In this case, 9:30 had the reversal. So smart money reversal, low risk buy, right? Stage 1. This is stage 2 reaccumulation, and then we'll probably get stage 2, which is the most probable one. The best, I mean, I don't want to say the best one, but we did not inverse this fair value gap. If we get stopped out and there's an SMT, we'll look for a re-entry. For now, we're holding on to this trade. You know what sucks though? I mean, it doesn't really suck. But what I was going to say was, oh my god, the video just went, huh? Should we buy, guys? One trade, bro. It's Monday. Yeah, I wouldn't enter now. I mean, the only way I would re-enter this position is if we took out this low and formed a breaker. And there's an SMT in the 5-minute fair value gap. It's also Monday with no news. Like, we can't forget that, you know? Sometimes price action gives you something, and then you just get something like this, right? Which is good thing that we broke even. And it's a good thing we went lower risk, too. I want to buy NVIDIA. Just one trade, and I'm only going to take one. It's a trap. What's a trap? I feel like there's a... I mean, I like the fact we put in this low, kind of validating this. But I feel like it's still possible. Our stop loss isn't the most safe. This is my idea of getting a silver bullet now. If we take the highs, that's part of the downside. Oh, that's your idea. So for me, it would be the opposite. Like for me... Well, I don't want to say for me. I don't want to sound cocky or anything. But the way ICT teaches silver bullet is... It's all about the context. The established context at 10 a.m. So if you're bearish and you say, you know what, yeah, this is going to be like a manipulation, and then we get the reversal at 10, so you'll take the first bearish fair value gap or the second bearish fair value gap that forms off the first one short. That's a fair assumption for your context, right? The way I see it is just the opposite. Like this is your second stage reaccumulation, and we're in a simple buy model. I think today's going to be a buy day. The whole context is daily power of 3. Right? And we have this kind of smart money reversal here. And we have these relative equal highs above. And we haven't even filled or consequent encroachment. So if we formed a bullish fair value gap here, and I haven't taken a trade yet, I would take that bullish fair value gap. It's a very low risk and low hanging fruit. Like that's the context for me. We inverse the 1 minute there. Safe trade, brother. I think your second TP is going to hit. Yep. And then the runners. I have runners. See you tomorrow, Zach. You in silver bullet? No. I mean, I've been in since 950 macro. Yo, by the way, who was there when I literally said 948 does the inverse, 949 forms the fair value gap, and 950 taps into the inversion. And I said I'll enter at 950. That shit happened. Well, minute by minute, we predicted those candles. Say what? What happened to the challenge account? It's right here. I'm like, come on now. We're literally counting candles. We're literally counting candles. Like I feel like I'm counting cards. I am. What happened to the challenge account? We didn't take any lows or high from the silver bullet. You don't have to. That's the thing. Silver bullet is not a smart money reversal. Someone asked me, where's the smart money reversal? It's right here. Silver bullet. I don't know what everyone thinks of silver bullet, but silver bullet is simply... It's a time... The reason silver bullet is strong, guys, is because at 10 a.m., usually by 10 a.m., there's some pre-established context. Like 9:30 to 10 already happened. You probably already got the significant manipulation. You can see we did a bunch of damage down here. Smooth highs over here, right? So usually by 10 a.m., right? Sometimes 10:30 will give you a nice one because it's like pretty obvious where we are. And it's like gonna likely continue from 10:30 to 11. So silver bullet, the idea is there's already a pre-established context. right? You're not looking for the reversal. You're not looking for the best entry. I mean, you can. Sometimes it's really nice, but for example, like you're just looking at the low hanging fruit objective. Like, what do you really think is gonna get hit right now? Just look at the price action. Where your eye just goes to, and you're like, bro, we are definitely likely to go there. Like, there's a good chance we're gonna go there. For me, it's the org consequent encroachment. I think there's a really good chance we're gonna get there, and even more so, like this up here, right? New week opening gap overlap with the org high, which will probably take a partial there now that I look at it. Like this 15-minute imbalance jumps to me. These equal highs jump to me, right? I don't think anything down here is likely. It's possible, and I could be wrong. I just don't think anything down here is likely. Why? Because we already did a bunch of damage down here. We tapped into the daily bullish for value gap. Look how high we are. ES has already been bullish. We fully rebalanced this. Yeah, we have an inefficiency right here. So we could take out this low, go into the inefficiency. But I would just see that as a continuation higher, which is why my stops break even. If it wants to give a deep retracement, it could. We still haven't taken out this high. This is a fair value gap. So for example, this would be like your silver bullet entry. I mean, I wouldn't have taken it here because of the lack of displacement, but that could be your silver bullet entry right there. Boom, there, stop loss there. TP at the, like you can break even here because it's not good, and then org high or something like that. That's how I trade silver bullet at least. 15-second bearish fair value gap. Should I buy in the video here, guys? Was there a 1 hour chain of state delivery? No, there was not. What the hell am I looking at? Oh, the first hourly candle is. Are you serious? That's funny. The hourly candle is a 9:30 to 10:30 candle. That's actually funny. We're tapped into the 15-second bearish fair value gap. I want to see if we can inverse that. Kind of consolidated around this org low and org consequent encroachment. I still believe in the idea. I still think we get a nice push higher. Remember, we already took out London highs on ES. You were aiming for a little too much, huh? I don't know. So 1 minute immediate rebalance there. It's a pretty bearish signature, but again, we're just consolidated. So this hourly candle, yeah, it's not doing much. So yeah, I don't like this consolidation. It's pretty significant. This could be it. Like this literally just could be, that could be it, you know? Don't want to expect too much, which is why we're break even. Okay, we're getting a nice push lower. Well, it looks like it. We might take out this low and form an SMT. I'm gonna give my stop and a full break even here. Reason being is if we take out this low and form an SMT, I want to give it room. And we are stopped out, guys. Stopped out break even. I might look to re-enter, but I can only risk profits. So we'd have to enter with 1 micro. So we tapped into the 5-minute there. This 5-minute was never... We didn't even tap in? That's lame. Yeah, we're gonna regret. Like, if we get a chain of state delivery here, we'll enter with 1 micro. 30 points, 60. Yeah, so we could put our stop there with 1 micro. W? Not really. I mean, to be honest, all of that and made $50 for all that. I like this 5-minute candle. I like that soup. Like I said, the SMT was gonna form. Now that there's an SMT here, I'm gonna look for an entry. And I can only risk my profits, so $45 risk. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out. How many points is that? 22. Yeah, manage well, get some experience. Yeah, and I'm gonna risk my profits here if we get an entry. So maybe this inversion or the 15-second order block. Like exact same trade idea. 431. All right, we're in. And on this account, yeah, we're just gonna go for it on this account because. So stop loss is 408. What am I looking at here as a stop loss? Yeah, it is low. So entered off the 15-second inversion and 15-second order block. And we're risking our profits. Not on this account, on the other account. Is that a turtle soup? Nope, 15-second, there was an order block. Stop loss is here. And this will be our last trade. So we're risking our profits. Right? 1431 to 1410. 21. Yeah, we're risking our profits. So if we get stopped, it's okay. Well, this, let me put this one here. And we are stopped out in profit. Stopped out. So my accounts are break even for the day. This is the 15-second entry I took. We got the chain of state delivery there and the 15-second inversion. I could put my stop there, I guess, in hindsight. But no more trades on this account. We tried to re-enter off the SMT. So basically a turtle soup type entry. We're just waiting for a 15-second confirmation. But we're going to close that. And it looks like we're done on this combine as well. So we're just going to tape read the rest of this price action. You ignored M1 FEG? Yep, you were right. So break-even day. What could I have done better? It's really hard to get a TP here. I guess we could have looked at 25%. I mean, we saw the rejection at 25% of the org. TP should have been 1 hour FEG. Yeah, that's hard to see though, but you know what? It is what it is. Do I still think we can go up there? Yeah, I do. We just tapped into this 5 minutes. If we got an inversion here, I would take it on this account. What's org? Org is opening range gap. TP should have been at 1 hour. I think you can wait for 5 minutes for value gap. If we get an inversion here, I'm going to take it. If not, then no more trades. So this was nice. It was a nice run. I guess I should have, we never tapped into the 5 minute on this leg. So I shouldn't have expected it to hold. You might feel that for value gap. This one. Look at this. We're back at the first fair value gap of the day. That's your first presentation for value gap. My chart isn't showing the gap. You have to click RTH. Click RTH and you'll see this huge gap. That's what we're targeting. as low-hanging fruit. If we get an inversion here, we're gonna take. I'm mad I didn't take partial at the 1 hour. Yeah, I took my one partial there. Like I just closed one there. I guess in hindsight, I could have taken more. Wasn't a good trade though. I don't want to see this start wicking. So good stop loss placement by me, right? It's a good thing we broke even. Good trade nonetheless. See, the bad thing about that trade was it was the stop loss. I should have put my. I think this stop loss was like like stop loss placement matters so much. This is a trade I took. So we were up until 1.6 R. We took a partial at 1.6 from this original position, right? Now I want to put my stop loss at this order block, but we also have this wick and this inversion fair value gap. So I think this is a really safe stop loss right there. Like right here. Right? If I had this stop loss, it covers the inversion. And if it is gonna wick, it can wick into this. Now if you put it here, that's almost a double. So if I put my stop loss here, right? Like that would have changed everything because now I can partial at, like, for example, these relative equal highs, right? Which is just probably like a 5-minute high or something. That's 2.12 R. I could have taken half off there. And not only could I have taken half off, I could have risked 4 micros. So that would have been 180 there. And could have, then, yeah, I could have put the rest there. So I think that was the main issue there was the original stop. I didn't really like it there. Anyways, looks like we're going to get a full sell model now. Or a buy model, I guess. Am I still bullish? I think so. Let's leave all our markings up here. Just so I can journal this right away. Wait, do I have a journal for the trade entry I took? Damn, what's with this fair value gap? So long. I mean, really, I entered on the inversion, so we'll just leave that marked up there. This is the trade that we took. And so I guess there was why didn't you trade ES? But the ES didn't even give any entry ever, bro. How would I have traded this? I guess you could have taken the inversion there. So let me this was the trade idea. This was trade 1. Let me just mark out trade 2 as well, because this was trade 2. I took it at this candle's high on the 15-second close. Stop loss was at the org low, and we were targeting. What was I targeting? Org high again. Yeah, let's just journal that. And back to the original consolidation. So, yep, not much. All of that and not much happened. Should we not try for ICT kill zone? I mean, I don't. That's just me, though. You can see this fair value gap was used multiple times, where we inversed it, tap back in. Pretty nice delivery there of that fair value gap, in my opinion. Okay, what do I think is going to happen? 1030 potential reversal. It's possible. If we got a breaker here, I would honestly take it on this account. I would take it on this account if we got a breaker. Because now we have a consolidation, low risk buy, low risk sell. That's your stage 1 reaccumulation, stage 2 reaccumulation, and then MMXM complete. I actually like this as a potential long. Tapped into the daily fair value gap, consequent encroachment again, filled up this imbalance. And that's why it's good to take partials and break even, because you can be right about the idea. Now, I'm not saying this is going to work out long, but you can be right about the idea, right? And it can still come back, stop you out. What should be about the gold? I can check gold in a bit if you want. If there's no SMT here, I'm probably not interested. I'm interested. I wouldn't take the long on my combine. So this is another combine I'm working on. So I would take it here. Draw on liquidity. It could, but the fact that it's just been the big SMT, it could go down there. I'm more interested in these equal highs though. Like I was just thinking we tap in. We don't need to go down all the way here. And also this price range here is a balanced price range. So like yes, there's a huge imbalance below. But to get below that balanced price range, we have to get through all this, which on the 15-minute time frame I'll show you. It's just a little too low in my opinion. And we do have FOMC, which so all this price action here, all been balanced. The first actually on buy side. It could go down there though. It could, you know. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the SMT broke there. So there's your 10 a.m. We didn't really put in a significant high, but I guess we did tap into the hourly on 10 a.m. So yeah, there you go. There you go. So we shall review this price action. So we don't need ES here. And also because the daily power of 3, like London or Asia didn't have a significant high, they're relatively equal. So I really thought we were going to take those out. And this was all engineered liquidity, but looks like no. So let's see where price goes. Could be the opposite, right? ES could just come into the daily figure. Yeah, I mean, was it a nice short though? Where? I guess the breaker, fair value gap right there. Literally where I went long is probably your best short entry. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. That's your breaker. That's your change of state of delivery. Yeah. That was a bad second short. Second long. I mean, on the 50-second time frame, it looked pretty good. And I took my price delivery continuum entry there. Like playing off this 1 minute. But yeah. It just happened to be there's a breaker there. Hourly fair value gap. What's your view about the gold? Okay, I'll give you a quick view on gold. Very quick one. Pay attention. If it's all-time highs, I'm not doing any analysis. Bro, How am I supposed to analyze this? It's all-time highs. What do I mean, we have relative equal highs there. There's not much to analyze here, brother. You got to look at DXY. DXY is bearish, then gold is going to be bullish. I can't predict what's going to happen at all-time highs. You know, like these relative equal highs, they look like they're going to get taken at some point. They're really smooth. And we did a lot of damage down here, but it looks pretty bearish as of right now. So I probably just expect this to keep going down. I mean, this looks like a buy model forming. But it's pretty choppy as well. So it's really hard to say, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Compare silver. It just doesn't look like a good trading day for gold, in my personal opinion. Okay, what have we done here? So we didn't get the daily fair value gap on yes. We almost got yesterday's high though. Interesting. That's a very interesting point of reference because that would be an immediate rebalance on the daily. So I think there's a good chance to go lower here actually. Maybe this order block fair value gap on ES. Should we short this? Low, high, lower, low, high, low. This is mitigation. We get an inversion here. I'll probably short this on ES. I like this. Only on this account though. Only on this account. You know what? Maybe let's not. Maybe let's just wait. Because the 5-minute immediate rebalance, the 5-minute breaker there. I really like it as a short. The 3-minute fair value gap tapped in. Long DS, long DS, FPG. Good luck, bro. Good luck to you. It kind of looks like a bottom here, but no, I don't know because the 5-minute immediate rebalance off the breaker. The 3-minute is respecting. It's 1040 and the hourly candle's pretty bearish. Let's see if this forms as an order block. I might take it too. Yeah, I kind of see both sides though, actually. We just took out the sell side there. And if we close above. Let's just tape read this because it's not that clear for me. Why? I don't have to force it. If I had to guess, it looks like it's gonna go lower in my personal opinion. This is for the journal. I put TP 50 point all the way after TP it dropped. So you got your TP for short or long? The short move was pretty nice. I mean, the long was nice. I could have managed better because my stop loss initially, in my opinion, was not that good. It should have been over here. Yeah, in my opinion, it should have been right there. And that way, this would have been a 2.8R trade instead of 1.6 and a break even. I mean, end of the day, we ended break even on the day. So, but like, that was not good trade management there. I mean, we managed the trade well. The original stop loss was not good. This looks like a short for me. Smart money reversal. Low risk buy. We have to inverse this. This might form a breakaway gap. If this candle closes bullish, hold up. If this candle closes up, I'm gonna take it. Never mind. So far, we're looking at the 5-minute fair value gap pretty hard. Looking at this 1-minute inversion potentially. Happened to the order block. I feel like it's gonna go up. Just based off like intuition and just what I see. I like this. I like that delivery there. I feel like it's gonna go up. This would be a propulsion block. Target those relative equal highs. Let's see if it forms the propulsion block. Nvidia. Very too expensive for me. Yeah, I had to manage a little better there. I'm sure you're a C5 stop loss. Good luck, my brother. We didn't get the order block there. Failed change data delivery. Still respecting the fair value gap. That little one. But now, yeah, I don't really know what to expect now. Low. This could be a mitigation continuation. I see like too many both sides. I'm not gonna look to trade any of this. Should I go back and journal each trade I took? Yeah, right, because there were two different trades. The first trade I took, confluences were. Wait, why does it say org CE right there? That should be over here. Confluences were the first fair value gap. And there was SMT. We had a new day opening gap. Daily BISI. Consequent encroachment. M15 FEG. And macro. Yeah. Notes. So if we did take that trade nicely over here, stop loss was there, TP, let's just say was the hourly fair value gap high, it would have been 2.5 R. We closed around 2.5 R. So good thing we took a partial there. We noticed that. Whoa, what just happened? How did I do that? So what's happening here? Rejecting off the 5-minute. That's your chain to stay delivery. We tapped in right there. This looks like it's going to go lower just based off this little fractal, but it's not that clean in my opinion. I think, okay, as I was 2G. I gotta put these as two different trades, right? Yeah, I got to. So yeah, I don't have any predict. I can't really say what's gonna happen. I didn't expect us to come all the way down here. Now that we did, I mean, look at the daily candle. I'd expect it to probably fill in that daily fair value gap. So right there. And yeah, I'm just gonna come over here and quickly mark up the entry that I took. So if you don't mind, you know, let me just do it here. It'll be easier actually. The org CE. Wait, did we tap into the org consequent encroachment? No, we didn't. Interesting. We were so close. Is my org marked out correctly? Org low, org high. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's mark out this hourly. We don't need that there. We don't need this. So marking out the first trade that I took, this was the trade. We were aiming for opening range gap high. So, we took a partial. And then here we broke even. And this was you know what, we don't need all this. So let's remove that. Or consequent encroachment or daily version high. Yes. Just want to make sure I have everything here. So daily busy. So right there we broke even, and right there we partialed. Is this everything? Also an SMT here. We don't need to mark that up. Okay, so let me just take a picture of this real quick. Was the first trade that we took. And then the second trade that we took was absolutely awful, but we took it anyways. I need to journal that I took a bad trade off 15-second continuation. It looks like it doesn't make sense here, but I stopped out right. My stop loss was here. It was at the org low because I had to risk the right amount. Oh, let me just mark out this SMT. And then we'll go back to tape reading, see what's happened since then. And I'm probably gonna make some breakfast. Straight to. Okay, we can remove all that. Remove all that, and I mean that looks like a nice breaker forming, but I don't expect much movement. Intriguing vision? What's intriguing? Where's the SMT? The SMT right now? What is this low that I marked out? Oh, that's the daily city low. Let's mark that out there. Oh, the daily city low. If you get the order block here, 1050 macro, I might take it on this account. Only on this account, not my funded. Does anyone remember the P&L from the first trade? We're up $5. Is there any way to check the P&L from the first trade? Does anyone know? Well, I know that was how much I won on the first trade. So 53.26. Worst trade was 40.24. That's $5. No, that doesn't add up. Let's go. Check order book. Where's order book? Order? Orders? Positions? Accounts? Orders? Orders. Probably orders, right? That doesn't really help. Let's try trades. Ooh, nice. Thank you. Why did I lose $7 here? What is this? Fees? What's going on here, man? Wait, so 39.50. 39.50 plus 7. 46.5. That doesn't make sense though. Oh, the fees, I guess. The fees got me, huh? So 54 was the first P&L on the first trade. And the time was 9:50 to 10:22. 10:22, that's not true. Oh, that's when I got stopped. Man, this is confusing, bro. Why are my other accounts only up $3? Should we go get a Big Mac or something? I don't know. We made 54 in the first trade. The second trade we lost We can check the loss right here. 411. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. So break even here. We went long. 431, 411. That's a 20-point stop loss. So we lost 40 on the last trade. So if we lost 40 and we're up 5, that means the first trade was a $45 win. $45 win. I'm just the smartest person ever. And this one we lost 40, right? Because it was 1 micro. Is that right? That has to be right, right? Because we're plus 5. And we lost. We went long. Then we lost. Short stop loss was 20 points. 31.50. 240. 11. Oh, am I right? That was minus 40. We lost $40 on that trade. And we're up $5 on the day. So if we lost 40 on this one, that means we must have made 5 on the last one. 45 on the last one. But I guess that doesn't include fees. So we gotta take off the fees. That's why it's so little. Technically the trade was more, but we're gonna go P&L from the after fees. So okay, well, what's happening here? Yeah, you know what? That second trade literally made no sense. That second trade I'm in my journal, bro. Which one does it fall under? Like I guess we're looking for a daily power of 3, but that's not the model. So it's not a 930 Judas swing entry. It's not a silver bullet. It's not a daily power of 3 model. It's not a TJF. It's not a market maker sell model stage 2. Because in the stage 2, that's right here. So you have smart the buy, low risk buy, first stage accumulation. So your first stage entry right there. Your second stage entry right there, and it just failed. Now if you go to a lower time frame, it might actually make sense. So I literally just, yeah. I guess I broke a rule without even realizing. So if this is your buy model, this is your consolidation. Low risk buy. Yeah, it's really nothing to tell here. Pretty awful. Oh wait, what am I looking? I'm tripping. I'm over here. If this is your original consolidation, yeah, so here it makes more sense, right? The 30-second chart will look a lot clearer. Low risk buy, first stage, second stage, and MXM complete. If we went on the 30-second to enter here, it would have been really good. High. Sorry, low, high. That's your breaker. Pretty nice. Yeah, 30 seconds, pretty nice. So over here, this entry just makes no sense. Look what happens at each stage. Yeah, this was really nice. This was really nice. Your reversal. This is your low risk buy. Yeah, if you go down, you'll see a full sell model and buy model there. Like this is a whole buy model itself. It's pretty clean. Wasn't it 19,500? What's 19,500? On the buy side model, sell side. They never complete? Yeah, it's just like an, oh, I gotta take out that limit entry. Yep, you're right. Well, do you guys want to film the TikTok with me? Let me finish. So anyway, I don't even know what to put here. I guess none. So that was a rule break. I didn't even realize. The entry model I used was price delivery continuum theory. confluences of that entry was first presentation. First presentation, we didn't tap into the daily bullish value gap. We got into the opening gap though. The opening. So you can see how that's really not as good as the first trade. Terrible entry. I guess I got FOMO. I broke this is the rule I broke. This is the one right here. Let me show you guys. I read it before. Do not feel entitled to being correct. I felt entitled to being correct. So as soon as we put an S&P inside M5 pussy, thought a 15-second OB plus would play out. But so despite making that mistake, luckily, risk management carried here. We ended break even on the day. Because I have a rule, if I already took a winning trade of any P&L whatsoever, the second trade must be risking the profits. Now, if I didn't take a partial and we broke even on the first trade, which should never really happen, then I can risk one trade normal risk. So let's just journal the time and what's happening here. So yeah, just the SMT there ended up playing lower, I guess. We're almost at the daily bullish for value gap low. We had a pretty full model here. Pretty choppy day, but not bad. Ooh, let's go NVIDIA. Go lower. I'm trying to get NVIDIA at a good price. What do I want to journal here? So we entered at 950. The full trade ended at 950 to 1020. And that is incorrect. This was trade one. 950, 1020. And this trade was literally like 1 minute long, wasn't it? It was 1022 to 1023. That was a bad trade. That was a bad trade. Luckily, the risk management part kind of carried me through that, and it is what it is. But luckily, we're up on the day. Why is this gotta be like that? And let's go here. Let's show the asset and the entry model. This another color. Make it. I go back and watch. Yep. All right. Now that the New York session is over, 11:10. So I can put in my first annotation of the New York session. So yeah, this is just accumulating shorts. I should have seen this. I mean, I did, right? That's why we put our stop loss and break even, but could have just closed there maybe. All right, so is there anything I want to screenshot here or annotate? We can put in the macros because this is gonna go in the journal, right? So See, the macro here delivered pretty nicely, I'd say. And is there anything else? Up here? I mean, this order block is really nice. Like I noticed that order block right there with the fair value gap. So we'll mark that up. You can see that we tapped into the fair value gap right there really nicely. So what is a macro? Macro is simply, it's a time where you expect a run on liquidity. So you can see as soon as the macro starts, boom, low, all the way up, taking out the liquidity. Macro starts. In this case, we took out the high here, then we ran all the way down. It's a time where you expect a run on liquidity or a run on inefficiency. That's simply it. Anything else? Anyone tells you anything else, they don't know what a macro is. But don't take it from me. You can study it for yourself. All right, let's screenshot this. Put this in the journal. LCD, I don't want to see that there. And this is unique AM section, whatever, it doesn't matter what I label it, because we're just going to put it in here. So we don't need all that now. Can delete all that. We'll come back up, and what we're going to do is later on in the day, you mark a SMT, but that one has not confirmed. Which one? This one? What do you mean not confirmed? It was there at the time. In M1. At the time, it was there, no? 1020? 1020, yeah, look. As soon as this candle closed, that's the swing low. So SMT at those swing lows. So this is what I saw at the time. Let's do it like this. SMT. I mean, it doesn't make it a good trade, but at that exact time I entered, that SMT was valid, but we just ended up breaking it right away because, I mean, it was an awful trade. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this. We're going to remove this. We're going to remove that, this, 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 and that. We have our levels here. We're going to go on the 15-minute time frame. Gonna mark out 10 a.m. There's your opening range gap. We're going to see how price closes the day. So we formed a 15-minute bearish fair value gap here. We have an S&P at those highs. 945 the high. 945 is the high. So we're just gonna watch like this. I'll come back at the end of the day and I'll mark this and I'll see what exactly happened here. Anyway, do you guys want to record the TikTok with me? I gotta record a TikTok. Who's with me? You guys gonna listen in? I gotta post today too. You think SMP occurs if we need to wait for CST or MST confirm SMT? I mean, it'll make it higher probability, that's for sure. But in terms of like, is it an SMT or not? It's just the 1 minute candle close. So I entered on a 15-second here. Let me show you. I mean, it's gonna be hard to find it. Well, actually, no, it won't because execution will be there. So I saw that SMT on the 1 minute. So basically on the 15-second, this is what I saw. SMT. And then right here, we got this inversion, right? And then this is the change of state of delivery. I mean, it's small, I'll admit. It's not a good trade. It's not a good trade at all. But I was thinking this is your order block off the SMT. We closed up that range. Inversion. order block tapped in, and I thought we were going to continue higher towards the equal highs. But I was wrong. And this was, my stop loss was like 70%, 75% of the order block or something here. I entered right there. That's what I was thinking at the time. And then if you just come down to the 1 minute, yeah, we just hit the fair value gap and dropped. And yeah. This was a, and you know what? I just realized something else. This isn't even a price delivery continuum entry. It's none. I literally just broke both my trading rule and entry model rules, because for me to enter on price delivery continuum theory entry, well, I guess it would be an OTE, right? No, not even. It's just a terrible entry. Because for me, the way I use the price delivery continuum entry is I wait for a fair value gap to form or an inversion to form. But if I'm not confident, I don't take it, and then I wait for the price delivery continuum. So this is, wow, yeah, this is awful. Yeah, did not need to take that at all. What is that? It's basically like if price is expanding on the 1 minute time frame, or a 2 minute or 5 minute, you should be able to drop to the 15-second, for example, and find a continuation. Let me show you an example. It's a way to get in moves that you've already missed, kind of like you miss your original entry, so you can drop down to a lower time frame and still secure an entry with a good stop loss and stuff like that. So let me show you guys what I mean here. For example, let's say hypothetically speaking, you wanted to take this 1 minute fair value gap, right? You saw the 1 minute fair value gap, you saw the inversion, and you were like, yes, we are going higher. And then you saw this, but you didn't want to take it because you weren't convinced at the time. And then you saw price expand. So you can drop down to, let's say, the 15-second chart. So we do this all the time. You know, when you see like a 15-minute fair value gap, it gets taps in, but then you wait for 1 minute confirmation. It's kind of like that idea, right? It's kind of like that idea. So for example, let's say you don't put your limit entry here at the fair value gap. This is the 1 minute fair value gap. So what could you do? Well, if we form this order block right there, you could take the order block instead, for example, as a limit entry, right? Or you could take this volume imbalance. Like you don't want to take this because you don't want to put a limit order right there, right? Because you're scared to put a limit order right there. So you don't want, I mean, yeah, you really don't need to, right? You really don't need to. And I rarely use this entry model, but if sometimes I'll see this and I'll be a little bit hesitant. So let's give another example. For example, right here, this 1 minute inversion. Let's say you wanted to take this, but you didn't want to put a limit order here because for some reason you wanted to wait for some extra confirmation or to see displacement away. So let's say, right, this is the 1 minute fair value gap. Let's say you didn't want to put a limit there. So what can you do? You see this, it comes in, taps into the fair value gap, and then you get this order block. So you can take that order block instead. So you put your limit at the order block. And then this way, you should still put your stop loss at the low, whatever. But then you can get a decent trade. I mean, you can put it at the order block low. Because it's all about prices continuing, right? Like, if it's going to respect the 1 minute, then it's a continuum theory, right? Does that make sense? You're so greedy. I feel you, bro. Me too. Me too. I don't even like realize it, but I am. Like, I was really up today. Ended up closing break even. I mean, you know, at least you're break even, bro. Me too, bro. I was up 200 ticks. Ended up +5. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, I gotta record this TikTok, so I'll stay on live. But let's just quickly record this TikTok. It's gonna be less than a minute. So, what do I want to say here? Okay, guys. So this is day 2, my first trading day of getting these accounts. You can see the P&L. We're up $5 today. I was actually up pretty good on this trade, around 200 ticks. I took a partial there at an hourly fair value gap, resting right there because it started slowing down, and then I put the rest to break even. So I was up 50 originally. Then I took a really bad trade right here. Luckily, this bad trade was mitigated because I have a rule where if I take a partial and I'm up profit on the day and I look to re-enter, then I have to only risk my profits. So I risked my profits on this trade, so I ended up break even on the day. These are the executions. So I was bullish looking for the equal highs at London. 1 minute fair value gap there. And then over here, I know this looks like a terrible entry, but there was a 15-second order block, which I'll quickly show right there. So we had a 15-second order block and inversion. That's why I entered long right after I got stopped and break even, risking my profits. So that's basically the two trades I took today. We're up $5 on the day, and hopefully tomorrow can be better. Peace. Let's go. That was 59 seconds, bro. That was perfect. I was really up today and closed. Anyway, what ended up? So we're gonna leave this. Should I edit on stream? Should I just stay live and just edit? You guys want to watch me edit TikTok? Should I buy a video now? Is this gonna be the low of the week on the video? FOMC's coming. That's kind of scary. I mean, it looks like ES gonna probably come into here though, so maybe let's not buy yet. Let's wait lower for a lower price of the week. I'm gonna edit on stream. Hopefully that doesn't bother anybody. Show you guys how I edit my TikToks. Okay, guys, so this is day 2. So this is how I do it. Put audio, mute this one, and then you gotta put it in TikTok format. So you gotta go 916, and then resize. I gotta teaching editing. Might as well do it. I mean, I can do it off stream or I can do it on stream. I'm gonna do it right now anyways. So I might as well just do it here, right? That did not fit nicely whatsoever. But we can do this. All right, let's see. Is that good? Okay, guys, so this is day 2, my first trading day of. I can't tell if there's a black. Of getting these accounts, you can see the P&L. We're up $5 today. I was actually up pretty good on this trade, around 200 ticks. I took a partial there at an hourly fair value gap, resting right there because it started slowing down, and then I put the rest to break even. So I was up 50 originally. Then I took a really bad trade right here. Luckily, this bad trade was mitigated because I have a rule where if I take a partial and I'm up profit on the day and I look to re-enter, then I have to only risk my profits. So I risked my profits on this trade, so I ended up break even on the day. These are the executions, so I was bullish looking for. Can I make this faster and then add a clip at the end? Okay, guys, so this is day 2, my first trading day of getting these accounts. You can see the P&L. We're up $5 today. I was actually up better, right? On this trade, around 200 ticks. I took a partial there at an hourly fair value gap, resting right there because it started slowing down. Didn't even show the hourly fair value gap. So I was up 50 originally. Then I took a really bad trade right here. Luckily, this bad trade was mitigated because. All right, let's take one more clip and just quickly show the journal. So this is the journal for today. This is the first trade I took. Everything I want to see. This was the execution. And the second trade, this was the execution. It was a 15-second entry, so you can't really see it on the 1-minute chart. And this is everything for the second trade. You can see I had no trading model, no entry model. But luckily, risk management carried to me today. So those are the two trades. That was pretty decent. So then you go here. Let's import that. Oh, shoot. I have to restart everything. Okay, let's restart. So let's put this in. Let's put this in. And let's put this in. So this is what I have to do actually. Cut this, and we have to export this. and then upload this clip as this is all gonna be in one. Like this is all gonna be one clip now. Then I can edit it how I wish. So you see, now I can delete this, delete, import. It's gonna be on my desktop. Now we can edit this one. Okay, guys, so this is day 2, my first trading. Make this 1.5 speed. These accounts, you can see the P&L, we're up $5 today. I was actually up pretty good on this trade, around 200 ticks. I took a partial there on an hourly fair value gap, resting right there, because it started slowing down, and then I put the rest of break even. So I was up 50 originally, then I took a really bad trade right here. Luckily, this bad trade was mitigated because it has to be under a minute, which it will be, because I have a rule where if I take a partial and I'm up profit on the day and I look to re-enter, then I have to only risk my profit. So I risked my profits on this trade, so I ended up break even on the day. These are the executions, so I was bullish. Sounds like that because there. At the equal highs at London, 1 minute fair value gap there. And then over here, I know this looks like a terrible entry, but there was a 15-second order block, which I'll quickly show right there. So the 15-second order block and inversion. That's why I entered long right after I got stopped to break even, risking my profits. So that's basically the 2 trades I took today. We're up $5 on the day, and hopefully tomorrow can be better. So that's basically the 15-second order block and inversion. That's why I entered long right after I got stopped to break even. So we're going to split it. And then we got to put this in journal part. I want to see. So this is the journal. Let's delete that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Man. So split that. Come here. Tomorrow can be better. Peace. So split, delete this, delete that. So this is the journal for today. This is the first trade I took. Everything I want to see. This was the execution. And the second trade, my webcam blocks it. Second entry, so you can't really see it on the 1 minute chart. And this is everything for the second trade. You can see I had no trading model, no entry model. But luckily, risk management carried to me today. So those are the 2 trades. Nice. And then, wait. And then over here, I know this looks like a terrible entry, but there was a 15-second order block, which I'll quickly show right there. So the 15-second order block and inversion. That's why I entered long right after I got stopped to break even. So this is the journal for today. This is the first trade I took. Everything I want to see my profits. So that's basically the 2 trades I took today. 5. 15-second entry. And hopefully tomorrow can be better. Even risking my. It's too fast, you think? Long right after I got stopped to break even, risking my. I'll make it slower. So that's basically 2 trades I took today. Long right after I got stopped to break even, risking my profits. I'll make it slower. So that's basically 2 trades I took today. We're up $5 on the day, and hopefully tomorrow can be better. Peace. Okay. So that's everything that I need. This should all be muted. Oh wait, it should be this one that's muted. We can make it a little bit faster. The thing is, actually, I don't even know if we can make it slower because it needs to be 1 minute. Okay, guys, so this is day 2, my first trading day of getting these accounts. You can see the P&L, we're up $5 today. I was actually up pretty good on this trade, around 200 ticks. I took a partial. Oh, that's 1.3. Value gap, resting right there. 1.3 is pretty good. That's also 1.3. Oh, it's just this that's 1.5? I think we should be good for 57 seconds. Okay, guys, so this is day 2, my first trading day of getting these accounts. I think that's good. P&L, we're up $5 today. I was actually up pretty good on this trade, around 200 ticks. I took a partial there on an hourly fair value gap, resting right there, because it started slowing down, and then I put the rest of break even. So I was up 50 originally, then I took a really bad trade right here. Luckily, this bad trade was mitigated because I have a rule where if I take a partial and I'm up profit on the day and I look to re-enter, then I have to only. Okay, so now let's do the final step, which is okay, guys, so this is day. Delete all that. Import the final clip, and now split it into TikTok format. Mute this one. So you got to go here, 916, Yo, maybe you guys can start making videos too, bro. So I need a better webcam, man. That's one thing I definitely need. Like, my webcam sucks. Look at me, I look like a weirdo. Let's see if we can encapsulate the bulk of the charts, which I don't think we can. But let's try. Yeah, it'll just come out like that. I mean, we could make it a little bit bigger. So sad, bro. Freaking TikTok sucks. I want to get the whole chart. I guess I just gotta show the thing at the bottom, man. Even then, it's not big enough, bro. I literally can't make it any bigger. It's the whole screen. I gotta make it. Oh, I gotta make it thinner. There you go. Okay, guys, so this is day 2, my first trading day of getting these accounts. You can see the P&L, we're up $5 today. I was actually up pretty good on this trade, around 200 ticks. I took a partial there at an hourly fair value gap, resting right there, because it started slowing down, and then I put the rest at break even. So I was up. I thought you said shorting. And I took a really bad shorting. Interesting. I'm gonna watch it live. Is it a good? Did you watch it all? Or are we all gonna go back and watch? Okay. I'm still making notes, but oh, we can delete that. Let's just label this day 2. So I'll post that later. Anything happen on the 15-minute chart? We came back to the 15-minute imbalance. So far, pretty consolidated around. 15-minute imbalance is also the OTE of this range. You can see we're in between the two OTE levels. We got a change of state of delivery there. This could be a nice order block, actually. So we could demo trade this, maybe even. I wouldn't trade this. It's out of my trading window. How much are we down? 200 on this account. Not bad. This could be an interesting demo trade, though. Let's do it. Get me at the order block. Demo trading. Interesting demo trade. So we entered on the propulsion block there. I wonder if this plays out. Stop loss at this order block high. Looks like I won't, but you never know. The body's going. Well, it's pretty much it for me today. So we finished our journal. We edited the video. I don't think I want to post any other of the. I don't really think much happened today to post anything else. So we shall post that. I think I'm just gonna go to the eat breakfast, go to the gym. Yeah. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask me in the Discord. Appreciate everyone joining as always. See if there's anyone in the Discord asking questions. Good stop loss placement there. That's the trade I wanted. Just my stop loss placement was not there. Thank you, bro. He's so good, bro. I know. His entries are so good. Nice people cutting Euro USD trades. Did ICT trade live today? No, we're gonna close these charts. And we'll just see what happens. We'll leave these levels marked up. I'm gonna see you guys live tomorrow. We'll be live every day this week. Someone asked me about my vacation a while ago. My vacation is on Saturday, and I have the ability to trade live. The only issue is I have to wake up at 6 a.m. because it's 3-hour time difference. Which, am I willing to do? I think so. Right? 6 a.m. can't be that bad. I haven't woken up 6 a.m. in a long time. So we'll see. I could also stream the PM session. That's also a possibility. Anyways, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Appreciate you.